Reds vs. Braves predictions 7/31/25 MLB betting picks. Abbott dominates at home. Get ready for a pitching masterclass. Reds set to dominate Braves on Thursday night. Are you prepared for a thrilling matchup that could be all but decided by the starting pitchers? Look no further than the Cincinnati Reds vs. Atlanta Braves game on Thursday, July 31st, 2025. Blake Crass breaks down the preview, prediction, and pick for this enticing encounter. The stage is set. The Reds and Braves face off in Cincinnati, with all eyes on the mound. Here's what you need to know about the starting pitchers. Andrew Abbott, Reds. The star pitcher is having a season for the ages, boasting a 2.09 ERA through 18 starts, which ranks him third in the MLB for pitchers with over 100 innings thrown. But here's where it gets even more impressive. At home in Cincinnati, Abbott's ERA dips to a phenomenal 1.93. This could spell disaster for the struggling Braves lineup, which ranks 24th in runs scored, 20th in OPS, and 11th in strikeouts. Carlos Carrasco, Braves. Making his first start for the Braves this season, the 38-year-old veteran brings a less-than-stellar 5.91 ERA to the table. Previously with the Yankees, Carrasco struggled to go the distance, completing 5 innings in only half of his 6 starts and never surpassing 5.1 innings. With the Atlanta bullpen's overall struggles, the pressure is on. But can he deliver? The pick. A tale of two pitchers. My top bet for this game is a compelling parlay, the Reds to win the first 5 innings, and Michael Harris to have under 1.5 hits, runs plus RBIs. Here's why. Starting pitching advantage. The Reds have a significant edge with Abbott on the mound, especially considering his home record. Expect him to stifle the Braves, who will be without the dynamic Ronald Acuna Jr. Carrasco's challenges. Given his shaky performances this year, it's likely Carrasco will concede at least a couple of runs, further solidifying the Reds' advantage. Michael Harris's struggles. With a career-worst .231 batting average this season, down from .285. Harris has been particularly vulnerable against left-handed pitching, with a .210 average. Against the dominant Abbott, he's poised to stay under the combined prop number. Best bets. Parlay Reds F5 innings, ML Michael Harris equals 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs, plus 128. But here's where it gets controversial. Do you think the Braves' lineup can somehow muster enough offense to overcome Abbott's brilliance? Or will Carrasco's first start for Atlanta be a disaster waiting to happen? Share your thoughts. We want to hear from you. Do you agree with the assessment of this matchup? Or do you see an upset brewing? How important is home field advantage in pitcher-dominated games like this? Share your own predictions and bets in the comments below. Atlanta Braves vs. Cincinnati Reds, July 31st, 2025, Redleg Nation. Baseball fans, brace yourselves. Tonight's matchup between the Atlanta Braves and Cincinnati Reds could be a turning point in both teams' seasons. With playoff implications hanging in the balance, every pitch, swing, and defensive play matters. But here's where it gets intriguing. Can the Reds keep their momentum after last night's thrilling win over the Dodgers? Or will the Braves crash the party in their first game with newly acquired Carlos Carrasco on the mound? Let's dive into the details of this highly anticipated showdown at Great American Ballpark. The stage is set for an exciting evening as the Reds welcome the Braves to Cincinnati. First pitch is scheduled for 7:10 p.m. Eastern Time, and the game will be free to watch on MLB.tv, while also airing on MLB Network. Fans tuning in from the local area can catch all the action on 700 WLW AM radio. The weather forecast predicts partly cloudy skies with a comfortable temperature of 75 degrees Fahrenheit and only a slight chance of rain, perfect conditions for a memorable game. Lineups that could steal the show. Both teams are bringing strong lineups to the field tonight. For the Braves, Jurickson Profar takes his spot in left field, followed by Matt Olson at first base, who has consistently delivered power numbers this season. Austin Riley, known for his explosive bat, mans third base, while Marcell Ozuna steps into the designated hitter role. Meanwhile, catcher Sean Murphy anchors the lineup behind the plate. On the other side, the Reds counter with an equally formidable roster. Shortstop Elly De La Cruz brings energy and speed to the top of the order, flanked by sluggers like Noelvi Marte in right field and Ke'Bryan Hayes at the hot corner. Tyler Stevenson adds depth behind the dish, forming a solid battery with starting pitcher Andrew Abbott. Speaking of pitchers, a battle of opposites on the mound. Andrew Abbott, the Reds' southpaw sensation, has been nothing short of spectacular this year. His recent performance in the All-Star game was flawless, and he continued that dominance in his last 2 outings, striking out 12 batters over 12 innings against tough opponents like the Mets and Rays. What makes Abbott so effective? His ability to neutralize hitters regardless of their handedness. Both lefties and righties struggle to find gaps in his repertoire, which includes a sharp 4-seam fastball averaging 92.5 miles per hour, a deceptive slider, and a reliable changeup. Carlos Carrasco, however, presents a different story. After struggling through 8 appearances with the Yankees, including a rocky ERA of 5.91, the veteran right-hander now dons a Braves uniform for the first time. While his stats against left-handed hitters show promise, righties have feasted on his pitches this season, posting jaw-dropping averages and slugging percentages reminiscent of Hall of Fame caliber players. Can Carrasco rediscover his groove under the bright lights of Cincinnati? This question looms large as he toes the rubber tonight. Key storylines beyond tonight's game. Bullpen shuffle for the Reds. In a surprising move late last night, the Reds announced that Nick Martinez would transition from the starting rotation to the bullpen. This decision came shortly after acquiring reliever Zach Littell, leaving Cincinnati with 6 healthy starters. Will this shift bolster their relief corps or disrupt team chemistry? Time will tell. Playoff implications heat up. With San Diego making aggressive moves in the trade market, the race for the final wildcard spot just got tighter. The Padres currently hold a 3-game lead over the Reds, whose playoff odds dropped slightly according to Fangraphs. Every game matters now more than ever, especially against division rivals like the Braves. #Division Standing Snapshot. As things stand, Milwaukee leads the pack with an impressive record, followed closely by Chicago. The Reds sit in 3rd place, but remain within striking distance, thanks largely to their resilience throughout the season. St. Louis and Pittsburgh trail further behind, effectively out of contention barring miraculous runs. Team, wins, losses, games back, playoff odds. It's all pretty high. Milwaukee, 64-44, 0.0. Canadian, 57-45, 16.5%. St. Louis, 55-55, 10.5%. Pittsburgh, 47-62, 17.5. Since. Final thoughts. Who holds the edge? While Abbott enters tonight's duel riding high on confidence and consistency, Carrasco carries the weight of needing to prove himself anew with Atlanta. Is experience on his side, or will nerves get the better of him? And what about the bullpens? Will either manager lean heavily on relief arms if the starters falter early? This matchup promises drama, strategy, and plenty of fireworks, so grab your popcorn and maybe a scoreboard tracking app, because this one might go down to the wire. Do you think the Reds can pull off another victory, or will the Braves flex their muscle? Share your predictions in the comments. We'd love to hear your take. Reds vs. Braves, a preview of the August 1st showdown. How to catch the Reds vs. Braves showdown, TV and streaming details, August 1st. Get ready for an exciting clash. Elly De La Cruz and the Cincinnati Reds are set to face off against Matt Olson and the Atlanta Braves at the iconic Great American Ballpark this Friday at 12:40 p.m. Eastern. This matchup promises to be thrilling, and here's everything you need to know to catch all the action. Stay updated with Major League Baseball, MLB, through Fox Sports for the latest news and highlights. Game details, Reds vs. Braves, date and time, Friday, August 1st, 2025 at 12:40 p.m. Eastern. Location: Great American Ballpark, Cincinnati, Ohio. Broadcasting: tune in on MLB Network, FDSOH, and FDSSO. Box score: check out the live updates on Fox Sports. Chi predictions for the game. Score prediction: Reds 5, Braves 4. Total runs expected: under 9 runs. Winning chances: Reds at 55%, Braves at 45%. Head-to-head matchup insights. Here's a quick look at the recent encounters between these two teams. Date, favorite, spread, total, favorite money line, underdog money line, result. 5. Upper baseball prices. Favorite, Reds, 45%. Braves, minus 1.5, 8, negative 204, 169, 5.4 ATL. 5-7, 2025, Braves, minus 1.5, 7.5, negative 120, plus 101, 4-3, Sin. 5-6, 2025, Braves, minus 1.5, 8, negative 224, plus 185, 2-1 ATL. Braves, minus 1.5, 8.5, negative 134, plus 114, 4-0 ATL. 9-19, 2024, Braves, minus 1.5, 9, negative 225, plus 184. 15-3 ATL. 1-17, 2024, Braves, minus 1.5, 8.5, negative 1. His performance places him 39th in the majors for home runs and 16th for RBIs. He has been consistent, hitting in 3 consecutive games and batting .263 over his last 5 outings. Spencer Steer, currently hitting .242 with 15 doubles, 2 triples, and 11 home runs, along with 29 walks. Matt McLain, batting .217 with 11 doubles and 11 home runs. Austin Hayes, hitting .277 with 9 doubles, 4 triples, and 10 home runs. Hashtag recent and upcoming games for the Reds. Date, opponent, score, pitching matchup. 1. Brady Singer versus Shane Baz. July 28, Dodgers, loss 5-2. Chase Burns versus Yoshinobu Yamamoto. July 29th, Dodgers, loss 5-4. Nick Lodolo versus Tyler Glasnow. July 30th, Dodgers, win 5-2. Nick Martinez versus Shohei Ohtani. August, Dodgers, win 2-1. Nick Martinez versus Shane Baz. 1. Braves, Brady Singer versus Bryce Elder. August 2, Braves, Chase Burns versus Spencer Strider. August 4, at Cubs, Nick Lodolo versus Colin Rea. August 5th, at Cubs, Nick Martinez versus Shota Imanaga. August 6th, at Cubs, Andrew Abbott versus Cade Horton. August 7th, Pirates, Brady Singer versus Paul Skeens. Hashtag Braves recent performance. Last 10 games record, 2 wins, 8 losses. Average runs per game, 3.9. Home runs. Also, expected run progress, 6.52. Strikeouts per 9 innings, K9, 7.1. Ozzie Albies, contributing with 13 doubles, a triple, and 9 home runs while batting .221. Marcell Ozuna, hitting .233 with 11 doubles and 15 home runs. Austin Riley, the team leader in batting average at .264. Recent and upcoming games for the Braves. Date, opponent, score, pitching matchup. All, where, all. Opponent score, 1. Bryce Elder versus Jack Leiter. Where, 1. Bryce Elder versus Jack Leiter. 1. Versus Richard Hill. Last, July 29th. At Royals. Last, Jack Leiter. June, Reds. August 31st, Reds. Who? 1. No. Carlos Carrasco versus Andrew Abbott. Score. 1. At Reds, / Bryce Elder versus Brady Singer. August. 2. At Reds, Spencer Strider versus Chase Burns. August. 4. Brewers, Eric Fedde versus Quinn Priester. August 5. Brewers, Joey Wentz versus Freddie Peralta. August 6. Brewers, TBA versus Jose Quintana. August 7. Marlins, Bryce Elder versus Yuri Perez. This article was crafted using advanced technology from DataScribe and data sourced from SportGrader. Want to stay in the loop? Sign up or log into your Fox Sports account to receive personalized newsletters that deliver the latest stories directly to your inbox. Don't miss out on following your favorite teams and players.